So, yeah, obviously I'm home from work. Um, like I said, there's no easy way of really trying to navigate yourself through this whole targeting experience. Because I mean, like most TIs probably know, being targeted is a lifelong type of thing because it's lifelong because the people who are on the opposite side, the ones who aren't being targeted, they're the ones who are basically being obedient. And they're the ones who are following the instructions of their handler and basically being controlled um, and at the mercy of someone sitting behind a computer or some type of electronic device, you know, typing away at frequency commands to be transmitted to your body if if you act right or if you don't act right. Um, Many of these people, and I mean, as I'm like, I just came back from the living room. My mom, she's not doing well. She's been complaining about an ear infection and then pressure in the head and things of that sort. And I mean, I know she claims she knows about targeting. I mean, you know what? She does know about targeting, but it's the old school way of targeting. She's only really thinking about certain old technologies that were being used. I don't think she fully understands the access that the government have gave these nefarious groups or secret societies. Well, secret societies are working within the military and government agencies, so that's that part. But you know, she isn't understanding the invasiveness of the technology and just how much they can toy with your health using light based frequencies and sound based frequencies that can literally change at the most molecular and atomic levels of your the cells in your bodies, the health that you have. Imagine you think that you ate something wrong, or you think maybe something you did raised your blood pressure, and you keep thinking to yourself, what did you do to upset your blood pressure? You keep thinking about it, and you're wondering the whole day. You're like, why is my blood pressure feel like it's up? But for as long as you can recall, you really did nothing to upset your blood pressure. But what you aren't aware of is the fact that there are frequencies and sensors, like infrared light sensors, that are constantly bombarding our lives every single day, that are being used to manipulate your health against you. And it is a form of human trafficking. It really is, because think about it. You know, if you have, let's say, if you have a certain amount of money, and or if you have certain ideologies, or maybe you're an attractive person, or whatever the case may be, something about you that the handler or the society want to see broadcast. They want to see you go through or you experience something. And that's what they're basically trying to do to all of us. And then, speaking for myself, um, by the grace of God, I have been given so much patience and understanding when it comes to all of this. And the more I understand it all, the more neutral I become, the more comfortable I become with it, the more, I don't know, they like to say I'm a professional. They're like, oh, he's a professional snitch. He's a professional with it. He's not supposed to know about technology. Secret society don't want him knowing about technology. I kid you not. Their technology is not that undetectable. You just don't know what we just don't know what exactly to use to expose their technology. They're not undetectable. They're not undetectable. That I'm already certain of. They're not undetectable because I've already learned just from using my own energy produced from my body. I can literally take my fingers and I can grab a frequency just that easy. I literally can grab a frequency like the one I was sitting on, the one I was on, like the one that was on the back of my skull close to the cerebellum. I literally just grabbed that one and it's sitting right here. Only problem is with the naked eye, you can't see that I just grabbed a light, like a light energy beam. You can't see it with the naked eye. But I can feel the pulse of the energy being transferred to and from or moving through the frequency. The energies that they're transmitting or pulling from you, it's either one, they're transmitting harmful energy to your body, or two, they're extracting energy from your body. And that extraction process is how they're probably building up the avatar that they have of you. Because I mean, when you think about it, that's pretty much how they're able to do all the things that they do. They literally have like an avatar or some type of like digital version of every single person, and they're manipulating that avatar, which then is transmitting like the AI then transmit whatever was happening to that avatar. It transmit that computer coded information as frequencies, and then it finds you and your brain receives it, it resonates it, and then your body actually acclimates or basically tune to what is happening to the avatar. Now all day today, all up here, going up into the cerebellum, going all basically all everything up here, going all the way down here, straight frequencies, nothing but just straight frequencies, and the feeling like it's like it literally feels like someone took like a air pump, plugged it into like, and I just got vertigo just doing that. I didn't even hit myself. I just went like this, and suddenly I just got like vertigo, like my balance and everything is thrown off. Um, my hearing is changing dramatically. Yeah, my hearing is changing dramatically. Um, but no matter what, the thing that needs to be understood, right? I've been having this run through my mind for quite some for most of the day, and I just kept saying it to myself: the meek shall inherit the earth. The meek shall inherit the earth. The meek shall inherit the earth. How do you define meekness? What is a meek person? It's like all this pressure all in the back of my head, and I've felt this feeling before, but this time they're not pulling any punches. They're see, and like just like right now, I have another frequency in between my fingers here. As I go up, as I go up like this, it's like there's it's like as I go up over. the top of my fingers, there is something like, it's like, imagine when you put your hand in like a stream, right? You place your hand inside of a stream, right? And then let's say the stream flow is going towards, the backside of your hand. You place your hand inside the stream, and then all of a sudden you feel the energy flow of the water going around your hands. Well, when I pinch a frequency, right, it's like when I pinch a frequency, right? So at this moment, on the bottom part of my hand is right here. There's a very, very thin, I mean, it's really thin. Probably thinner than this. It's thinner than that. It's it was moving, it was going through my hand, and as I was bringing it down to my body, um it felt like there were like bubbles of energy going upwards, right? But as I was coming down with it, it was almost as if like my fingers were popping the energy bubbles, right? Now if I try it again, so like right now I have a frequency. It's in between my knuckles here. Now, oh, if you're wondering what that sound is, um, I have two frequencies playing in the background. One is 741 hertz. 741 is good for removing toxins and radiation from the cells of your body. And 528 is supposed to be a regenerative, healing frequency, especially for um, the integrity of the DNA, cell and tissue regeneration, and some other things too. I can't really remember. My memory is horrendously been affected, over, I would say, definitely over the last like year or so. Like my memory's gotten a lot worse. Um, and all I can feel is all this like pressure. Now, even though I've even though I've caught one frequency that was like in the back of my head, I can keep my fingers closed. If I All right, I'll start it over. So basically, what I'm doing is, so I can literally feel the presence of a light base energy frequency, right? Now, try to see if I can. All right, see my middle finger and my index finger? Okay. So I just basically track at least one frequency in between the first set of knuckles on my middle and index finger, right? Now pulling it upwards, I feel like I feel something being pulled up from my body. It's not necessarily painful. It almost has like a bit of relief to it. but it feels like something is like it feels like it's definitely not a part of me. Like something that's not naturally of me is attached to me, and I can't separate, and I can't pull it off. Right now, the one thing I also realize is if I don't open my fingers, I can still maintain the hold on that frequency. And even better, if I move my fingers around my body where I may feel other frequencies, I realize it even actually combines with the other frequencies, but not in a negative sense where it makes other frequencies stronger or anything like that, but almost as if it kind of like neutralizes the other frequencies. Now, what you gotta realize also is what's helping them are the millions, if not billions, of sensors that are. Oh, hold on.